Do you want to know what it's like to be a game creator? You actually want to live a game creator's life in a game? The answer, just check out my review of Behind Closed Doors, coming up next on Mumbles. Hi everyone, Mumbles here. I am a big fan of creators who take a chance with the game. They make an interesting game. Sometimes some of the best games that we've ever had in this world are because somebody decided to take a chance. They decided to try something different. They decided to do something different. And so when I saw a game like this that was created, I had to give it a chance. So on today's episode of Mumbles, we are reviewing Behind Closed Doors. Let's get to the description. Description-wise, this game reads, in Behind Closed Doors, you play as Ethan, who has an office job at unprofessional indie company trying to support his pregnant wife. Behind Closed Doors plays for about 50 minutes, and it is split up into two sections. In the first step, just a normal week for Ethan, waking up, going to work, coming home, go to bed, and repeat. But after a few days, something strange happened. Ethan gets an unusual phone call in the middle of the night and is somehow transported into another dimension. Ethan must then complete a few trials to get back to the real world. Gameplay-wise, you work at an office job, build an indie game with your coworkers, play test it, getting it ready for release. Talk to your colleagues, go home, spend time with your wife, get sucked into a portal where you can explore multiple different dimensions as you try to make your way back to the real world and back to your family. Fight off unique enemies as you go through multiple trials with abilities and weapons. And the other features are multiple areas to explore and conquer, boss fights, hidden objects and memories to collect, multiple types of enemies to destroy. At the time of this review, this game is available for all major systems, including Nintendo Switch, PlayStation, Xbox, and Steam for a price of $4.99. So that pretty much sums up the description. We will now move on into the gameplay section, but first, please subscribe to MumblesVideos. And thank you guys all so much for the support. You're amazing. On to the gameplay section. Gameplay-wise, this game plays exactly how you think it plays. You play as a developer, you live his life, you eat his food, you go to bed for him, and you even code games for him. And that is what you do in his section. But then, there's also the game section of the game, where you play as little guy, jumping, dodging, killing enemies, in kind of a standard type, platforming type game. And that's the game. Not really any more to it than that. So let's move on into the cons, and the first con is that this game is slow and boring. I'm sorry, I'm just going to go there, and I hate to go there with a small studio, but I got to. I know what they were trying to achieve with this game, but what they achieved is a game that is slow and boring, especially at the start. When I literally have to get on a computer in a game and click my A button on my Xbox controller over and over and over again to simulate coding a game, no. You could have simply had me click on the program and had it do all that itself. I don't need to actually click a button to do that. I think that's really stupid and lame and time consuming. The second con for me is that the gameplay section just really isn't that strong. It's really nothing we haven't seen before. It's really nothing unique. It kind of just is what it is. So we move on now into my score section, and I'm going to grade this thing a little bit harshly. Maybe some of you think I'm grading it too harshly. But Behind Closed Doors, I love the idea behind it. This idea of, kind of seeing what a game creator goes through, kind of seeing how, they have to develop things and how things change through the process. I thought that was a cool idea. But unfortunately, what we got was something that I felt was more of a, hey, look at what I created. And instead of, polishing it up and making it really shine, they said, oh, well, it looks good. Let's go with that. It was like it was a rough draft of this game. I would have liked to see them do more with it. I think they could have done more with it. I'm not a hater on the fact that it's only 50 minutes, but what I am a hater on is that they didn't give us anything special as far as the game section goes, especially the game section, because that was their one chance to shine, and they didn't live up to my expectations. I'm sorry, but they didn't. It's just kind of a stale type of a game like that with jumping and killing enemies and stuff like that. It's all very standard. So in today's episode of Mumbles, I'm giving them a standard score of 3 out of 10. Anyways, guys, this has been my review of Behind Closed Doors. I hope you guys all enjoyed this. Please smack the subscribe button, smack the like button, and smack all those buttons. And I'll see you guys all in the next video. Bye, everyone. Take care.